Hello everybody, I hope you're staying well and keeping safe. I thought I'd put a quick video together to give you some ideas as to how you can improve your tennis game during lockdown at home. Now, you may think it's quite difficult to improve without tennis balls, without a tennis court, but actually there are a number of things that you can do which will give you a bit of a head start when we do return to the tennis courts. And so hopefully some of these things can actually help you when we do get back, to give you some good habits to practice things at home, because there are a lot of things that you can do from the comfort of your home that can help you with your tennis. So I've broken it down into 3 areas. Number 1 is improving your fitness. Number 2 is your knowledge, and number 3 is your technique. So starting with fitness. General things like running and cycling are great for your cardio, but there are things that you can do that are more tailored towards your game of tennis. So HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training, are brilliant for tennis players because it gets you working in short bursts of high intensity followed by short bursts of rest, just like you would in a tennis match. You're running around, chasing the ball around, and then you've got that 20-second break in between points. Really good for cardio, really good for heart strength and lungs, but also you can train tennis specific movements, so you can sharpen up your footwork, you can sharpen up some of your techniques and things. I've put a 10-minute HIIT workout, I'll put the link up here, on my channel for you to have a go at. Quite tough, but you can break it down, you can make it slightly easier. If you want to make it slightly tougher, you can as well. Fitness, obviously very, very important, so think about ways that you can do that. The second thing is in improving your knowledge and understanding of the game. So there are countless videos online, there are countless books that you can read to improve your knowledge. One really good one that I've read recently and had the pleasure of joining Alistair Hyam in a webinar courtesy of the LTA this week on momentum and match flow. Now, definitely a good read. His book is called Momentum in Tennis, The Hidden Force. It goes into a lot of detail about how you can capitalise on certain turning points within a match, and also how negative turning points can be dealt with. So when we do return to the tennis courts and get back into the match court, if you've read that book, it can really give you the upper hand. Another good person to follow on YouTube is Jamie Murray. He's recently put together a load of videos on fitness, but also different tactic drills and that sort of thing, so check him out too. The final thing is technique. Now, this is an area which you may think could be quite difficult to practice at home, but actually there are a lot of things that you can do to improve or simply maintain good technique. If you are a player who's well established and pretty happy with your technique, now's a good time to practice your shadow swings to just keep that muscle memory, keep that going. Obviously you can't practice timing, but there's a lot to be said for just getting out, swinging the racket and keeping the feel of the grip and the follow through and that sort of thing. If you're a player that's slightly newer to tennis, or somebody who would like to improve or change a technique, again, it's a really good opportunity at the moment to do so. The reason being, it can be difficult to improve or change a technique when you are playing in a match, for example. When you do play in a tennis match, your subconscious focus turns to winning. It may be a conscious focus, whatever. But if you're focused on winning the point, it's very difficult to also focus on a technique. So quite often we see players do really well in their coaching sessions and really get somewhere with, let's say, their forehand shape or their forehand consistency. And all of a sudden when they go into a match, it falls apart because they're focused on the result rather than their performance or the technique that they're working on. Now, because we're at home and we can't get to a tennis court, we can actually work that technique without the pressure of getting the ball over the net and getting it in play, without the pressure of winning the point. And because of that, we can actually really get some good repetitions in and really build that muscle memory. A good way of doing it, again, another video, I'll put up the link up there, which can help you with your shadow swings. Try doing it in front of a mirror or a reflective surface so you can actually see yourself. It's really important that when you do practice your technique, you're doing it with quality. If you are practicing bad technique, you could go back to the tennis court with some bad habits. So make sure you can see yourself. Most of you know what your technique should look like or needs to look like. You know, whether you've had coaching sessions and you've seen your coach demonstrate a good technique, or whether you've been watching some videos and seen what good technique or what the pros look like. If you watch yourself in the mirror, or even film yourself, if you can see yourself in action, there'll be some things that you didn't realise that you did. So instantly you can make some improvements. If you compare your technique to a technique that you should be doing, then you can start coaching yourself. So use this time when you're at home, make some videos of your forehands, your backhands, your serves, have a look at them, maybe compare them to a similar kind of player. You know, every player plays with a different technique. If you look at all the tour players, they all play very differently. But take advice from your coach, from previous coaching sessions that you've had. Look at some kind of good technical players. Federer is a fantastic example, textbook tennis. So you know, you can't go wrong if you try to copy his technique. And yeah, see if you can improve your technique and your muscle memory that way. Good thing about shadowing is you can slow the swing down. You can focus on freezing at contact or freezing at the follow through to see where your body is when you finish the swing. So there's lots of things that you can do. If you want any more tips, put some comments below and I'll be happy to respond and help you out. Hope you enjoyed that. Use the ideas and stay safe. Take care.